Hi everyone, it's Dr. Nastel. Welcome to week 3. I'm moving this week and the date changed from Thursday to Wednesday, so we don't have a group chat this week, but I'm providing a couple of videos that should help you complete the work for the week. So the first thing to note is that your assignments for Thursday and for Wednesday are the same. Assignments are due on Wednesday because Tuesday is a holiday for Election Day. And so for each of the days, you're going to read one of the texts that's available. You're going to write a summary, and then you're going to analyze a passage. Okay, so for your summaries, please continue to do the work that you have been doing. Make sure that you are representing the author's work, that you're explaining it in a way that clarifies the author's meaning and their purpose, that you're not using their language. For your analysis, this week I'm asking you to do something a little bit new. I know last week we did a rhetorical analysis where we investigated very carefully what the basic structure and the influencing elements were to the materials that we were reading. Now I want to know more information about the specific passages that influence your ideas. So in the summary, you're going to talk about the main ideas and the writer's purpose. So what they're writing and why they're writing it. Then you're going to choose a passage that really helps you understand that purpose. And you're going to analyze it, which just means to break it down into smaller pieces so we have a better understanding of the whole. So if you choose one passage that was really significant or interesting or even controversial as you were reading and taking notes, your job in this analysis is to help us understand how that one passage helps us understand the purpose. So you're going to write about 250 to 500 words, which can be a lot. But remember, everything you write in this class can be used for your individual research projects. So your first step is to paraphrase the passage. This might be a sentence or a few sentences, your passage. When you're paraphrasing, your goal is to clarify the original quotation to explain it in a way that's easy to understand. As you're reading through the material, it might make perfect sense to you, but we all have different experiences and different ideas. We bring different information to each text we read. This is actually why the MLA requires us to write about material in the present tense, not in the past. So as you're making your own meaning of the text, a different reader might have a different perspective. So when you're writing, it's your job to explain the quotations that you're using. Every time you use a quotation, you should paraphrase it so readers know exactly what meaning you're getting from it. We have to do that step before then going into the discussion. So the first step for that is to explain what that passage means that you just paraphrased. What does that mean related to the purpose you've identified? This can take anywhere from 1 to a few sentences. There's no limit. Then the next cool thing, my daughter is right here. Oh, here we go. So the thing that I think is really cool about analysis and what I'm super excited about is that we can explain what these passages and ideas mean on a much broader scale. So you don't have to write about all of these bullet points, but you can write about some or even one of them. And this is showing how you're extending the ideas of the source. So maybe you're going to explain what this one passage means in relation to you and your experiences, or to what you're observing in United States society today, or even what you've observed in a different text that we've read for this class or for any of your other classes. So that's what analysis can do. We break something down into smaller pieces that helps us understand not only the bigger whole of the one article, but the bigger context, the bigger situation that this material has been created in. So it's kind of a long process. It might feel tedious as you're doing it, but once you have written it, it will not only help you connect with your audience better, but it will help you have a better understanding of what you're writing about and what you're building toward. So my biggest piece of advice for this week is to slow down, read the material multiple times, read it carefully, and try to enjoy this deep thinking process. And I will be back with more soon.